Hello and welcome back to Hunt Hill at Home. Did you see my rat? It's right there. But did you see my other rat? We have two rats here. One of them was more well camouflaged than the other. Now, we're going to be talking about camouflage today, but before we begin, I've got our joke of the day. And it's about one of the creatures that is best at camouflaging, which is our chameleon. So, a man walked into a pet store and said, "Do you have any chameleons?" And the shopkeeper said, "I have no idea." So, we're going to be talking about another adaptation today. Yesterday we were talking about the adaptation of birds' feathers and fur on mammals. Today we're going to be talking about camouflage, which you can see in lots of different creatures. And we're going to do an activity, and you can do this activity at home as well, and you can test it out on different surfaces. For this activity, you're going to need somewhere flat. So I picked out this area right here. I have to be kind of laying down so I can get myself in the picture, but we've got a space right here for us to do it. And you can use lots of different spaces. You can use your carpet, you could use your tile or linoleum, you can use snow. You can try out lots of different spaces and see where things are best camouflaged. Then you're going to need little bits of things. You can use little bits of string or little bits of paper. I'm using little bits of paper. Let me grab them. And they look like this. They're right inside here. I actually used a hole punch to get them all the same size so that my experiment activity would be more accurate. So I got a whole bunch of different colors of paper. So I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, brown, black, and white. And we're going to see which ones camouflage themselves best into their environment. So, of all of these things, I want you to make a prediction right now in your brains about which color will best be camouflaged in this grassy area here. I see a lot of greens and I see a lot of browns. So my guess is that green and brown are going to be best camouflaged here. But you might have a different prediction. We'll see what predictions come true. So what I'm going to do is I have 3 of each color in this cup. And I'm going to shake them out just randomly onto the grass right here. And, well, once I do that, I'm going to pretend I'm a hawk and all of these are little mice or rats. And I want to eat them up. And I'm going to eat the ones that are easiest to find. So what I'm going to do for each turn is I'm going to close my eyes and then open them. And the first one I see once I open my eyes is the one I'm going to catch. So let's give it a try. Can you see them on the ground there? They're pretty tiny. So let's see what we get. Got one. There's a blue one. There's an orange one. They're hard to pick up. I need little hawk talons. Orange, yellow, yellow, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Red is really hard to pick up. There we go. Red, green, blue, red, green. So before you start, you should decide how many you're going to pick up before your round is done. I should have shared that. But now that I've picked up a few, let's see what ones are left. And I'm going to make a tally of which ones I still have on the ground here. So I've got some brown ones. So we've got one brown, one black, ooh, another black, the ones that are left are really hard to find. White, ooh, a couple more white, white, that might be all of them. So I'm going to use my marker and I'll tally which things are here. So I had one brown left, two blacks, and three whites. So I predicted that we'd see a lot of greens in here because the grass is green, but it actually turned out that these neutral colors, the brown, the black, and the white, turned up were a lot harder to find. Now, we can repeat this in lots of different ways to learn a little bit more about what sorts of things are well camouflaged. So, let's do this game one more time, but this time we're going to put all of the dots on the snow and see if we get the same or different results. So here we go. I'm going to move my camera up just a little closer to the snow. I've got to pick up a few that I dropped before. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put it on the snow right about here. Ooh, they blew a little bit. That's okay. So I see yellow, yellow, yellow. I don't think yellow animals would survive in the snow very well. I see red, green, orange, 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 oh, and blue. I picked up two in that time. So definitely orange wouldn't survive well in the snow. Blue, red, green, blue, that's all I can find, which means that we had very similar results as last time. I could not find any of my whites. I could not find any of the black dots either. And I just discovered that one of my brown dots was stuck on there, but I didn't find the other two brown dots either. So, that was telling me that the neutral colored animals tend to be more well camouflaged. That's often because it's hard to match a color perfectly. So if you're trying to match the color green, which is changing all the time, you might not be finding that same color green in a shade of animal. But if you're trying to match a shadow or a spot of light, those are almost always black or white. So we have a lot of blacks and whites and browns that mix in really well. So going back to my rats, which I borrowed this morning from my cats, these really are good at camouflaging into lots of different spots because they look like shadow and light. Now I would love for you to, at your own homes, try this out. See if it turns out the same in your carpet or on your linoleum or on your tile. Let me know what you find out, and I hope I will see you next time. All right, bye. Thanks for watching.